In comparison to the Idgham Shafawi, how does that differ to this rule?
So as we mentioned previously, that idgham just means joining, right? Assimilating. Now, when a meem comes after the Meem Sakinah, that means two memes will merge into one. And that will create a single stressed meem with the shadda. And that is pronounced with a 2-second nasalization sound. That is Idgham Shafawi. Just to explain this more further, if the Meem Sakin is followed by another meem, they merge into one meem with a 2-count ghunna. And an example from the Holy Qur'an is lakum lakum. Now this over here, as we can see, the Meem Sakina, it's followed by another meem, and that meem automatically takes the shadda. So when we're stressing this, when two memes come together and there's a sakina and there's another meme after it, that will turn into idgham shafawi. And in this case, we have to produce a 2-second nasal sound.
Just like the other rules, are there common mistakes with this one as well, of mispronouncing it or getting the rule wrong?
Yeah, so I think I already mentioned about idghar shafawi in terms of Meem Sakin. Some people tend to put the ghunna over here, but that's not needed over here because idghar basically means to clearly manifest the sound. But in idgham, sometimes what happens is people might tend to separate those two memes. So for example, in this example that we mentioned, lakum ma. If I read it like this, lakum, and then I have a pause and I say ma straight after it, that wouldn't be the correct pronunciation for this. So when I'm going in a flow of recitation, I have to say the whole thing properly and merge the two memes. The correct pronunciation will be lakum ma, and that nasal sound will be produced.
Just to recap what you've taught us with these two rules, the Izhar Shafawi is a clear meme sound with no extra nasal, and Idgham Shafawi is a merged meme sound plus 2 seconds of ghunna, right? And by doing, is there a tip of how we can differentiate between both? And because there are so many rules.
The best way to recognize these rules is that when the Meem Sakina comes and straight after the Meem Sakina there's a ba, then you automatically know that this is going to be ikhfa Meem Sakin. We mentioned this in the previous episodes. Now, if a meem comes after the Meem Sakina, then it's a double meem, right? And that double meem will turn into the rule Idgham Shafawi when we're joining the two memes together. Now, any other letter that comes after the Meem Sakina, apart from these two that we've discussed in these rules, then automatically the rule that will be applied over here will be the Idghar Shafawi. So that's the 26 letters apart from the two over there.
Jazakallah.